Hello, good morning. I am so honored to be here today and to be sharing with you something that I think is incredibly applicable. Whether you're starting school or a new routine this week, or you've got a couple more weeks till the end of your summer, I'm speaking to the teachers, the mothers, the fathers in the room who are really going to need some help. Now, not even just us are going to need some help, but our kiddos. So, today we're going to talk about focus and motivation. And I was preparing for this class today and I just realized I was like, I usually just share this with my community, but this needed to be available to anybody who could really use this additional support. So I'm going live today and we're going to talk about it, and then I'll share this over in my Facebook group. And for those of you who are already in my community, the Fitness and Oils community, you are going to get this in your inbox after this. If you're interested in getting this in your inbox, please leave me a comment and I will add you to my newsletter. Okay, focus and motivation. This is an incredible time we're living in right now. I have been doing some self-assessment, some self-awareness, and I'm realizing that I am struggling with this ability to focus. I feel scattered. I feel like I start a project and I can't, it's the weirdest thing. I can't bring myself to finish it. And it's not like I'm a type A person. I am an Enneagram 3. I am an achiever. I'm a learner. These are things that I know about myself. And so when I come headfirst into a project, I'm there. I'm breaking it down. I'm tackling it. And I have really been struggling lately. And so some of the things that came out to me while I was preparing for this class were mental fatigue. You guys, I couldn't relate to this more. And where there's just so much going on, there's so many decisions that need to be made that I'm struggling for mental fatigue. And for a while I was calling it analysis paralysis, but I think mental fatigue sounds better. I think another thing that really hit for me is brain fog. And I couldn't, I knew I could critically think about something and problem solve it, but I was just struggling with it. And really, over these last 5, almost 6 months now, we have been thrown so much change. We've been thrown so many different things. And I'm an attorney by trade, but I program manage. That's my job. And so I'll take the law and I'll make sure that we're processing things correctly within the framework of the law. But when the law is constantly changing and when the expectation is constantly changing at work, then my God, it was every week something new. And then you take it into your personal life and you've got every week something new. You've got, now we're staring down the barrel of having to teach our kids and make sure they have adequate care and they have adequate space to learn and that their emotional well-being is taken care of. And I just even saying those words is so much. It's so much, you guys. So what I just want to focus on today is how we can support ourselves and our little people. Okay. Or even our big kids, right? If you've got high schoolers, they're going through this too. So let's dig in. I want to read directly from here because I think it speaks really high, speaks the most clearly. Okay. So I'm going to use my resources. And it says here, given the innate complexity of the human brain, it's not surprising that issues of focus and concentration and contributing factors are vast. Tiredness. Anybody? Lack of sleep. Stress. Hormonal changes. Stress caused by hormonal changes. Hormonal changes being attributed to our stress. Women in the room. Medication effects. We're all self-soothing in some way. If it's alcohol, that's going to affect your focus and concentration. Anxiety, depression, emotional trauma. All of these are so applicable. Okay. These are just a few that impact neural connections necessary to make sense of the vast sensory stimuli that the brain receives from moment to moment. So, for example, if you have so much input coming in, you're constantly reading the next article that comes out, you're constantly trying to process, like, how do you support our kids? How do I juggle my own schedule? How do I get them the right care? Finding childcare, like the whole 9 yards. If I'm stressing you out just saying it, I'm stressing myself out. So I'm going to stop. But our brains can't do it all. They have to stop. They got to shut something down. So what can we do? All right. So when an individual inhales an essential oil or other aroma, the olfactory bulb is activated, so in the nose, and directly links to the brain processes that stimulate and encourage neural connections. The simple act of diffusing an essential oil like lavender in the classroom or inhaling peppermint from a bottle can have immediate and effective impact on the learner. Simple yet powerful suggestions through oils have demonstrated that essential oils and nutritional support, so good food, you got to fuel the body, right, are powerful tools for improving focus, concentration, and much more. Wow. Okay. So let's dive in. Today, we're going to stick with the focus and motivation piece of this. I talked a lot about emotional support last weekend, and if you're curious about that, I'd be happy to share the recording with you. It's the same thing. Drop your information in the newsletter, in the comments, or send me a direct message, and I'll get you plugged into the newsletter, and I'll share those recordings with you. So let's talk about what we've got available. So this month, we've got some really cool oils. So of course, I'm going to focus on them. They're incredibly applicable. We've got Intune. So this is our focus blend. Intune. Oop, can't really read that. There we go. So Intune. We've got Thinker from the kids line, the yellow one. Those two are going to be our ones that I want to talk about right now. So these are applied on the back of the neck. They can be applied across the forehead. And what they are going to do is they have these oils in them that promote a sense of calm, but stimulates the mind. So it's making those neural connections that I was talking about, where it's triggering us in our brains to take a moment and narrow back in. So we've got some really cool oils that are found in both of these blends, but a couple that I want to call out is like vetiver and lavender. All right. And then specifically in the Intune blend, we've got frankincense and Roman chamomile. These oils are known for supporting focus, concentration, mental performance, reducing stress and other sort of anxious feelings, and promoting confidence. So when we're applying these, and we would be applying these before you start your day, right when you're sitting down to your desk or you're headed to the office, and you're applying those oils and they're really going to help you. Okay, let's get to it. I need to do this. But throughout the day, as you're getting into your work routine, the kids are getting into their new school routines, whether they've been sitting on a class for 30 to 60 minutes already, they're going to need some help, right? Adult learning principles. I have been a trainer for, not a physical fitness trainer, but in the classroom trainer for years. And one of the things that I learned is that adults cannot focus for more than 40 minutes at a time, okay? You need to get up, you need to break, you need to switch gears. Kids, it's even less. So I don't know the exact numbers there, but I know it's less. I think it's about 20 minutes, all right? So that's why it's so important to grab a new diffuser, put it in their learning area, put it in your work area, and here's some of the oils I want you to have in those areas, okay? I want you to have peppermint in that area. I want you to have vetiver, and I want you to think about maybe having some balance in that area, some wild orange, a good citrus oil. It's going to help uplift the mood and keep you motivated. So that's the other side of this, is motivation. And so the Motivate Touch, the roller right now, this is what is available on sale this month, but this is something that I use constantly. And so I'm applying it across my chest. This is kind of funny, but it works so well. And my friend Gabrielle showed me this, but put it under there and across the bridge of your nose. It's just like there. This is your Motivate blend. This does come in a 5 ml, and you can easily drop it in your diffuser that way. And so you're going to keep those oils in your workspace or your kids' study space, and you're going to add them to the diffuser once the day gets started. So those are going to be your oils. And as you go throughout the day, maybe you'll mix it up. You'll drop some peppermint and some lemon or lime in the diffuser, and those are going to help re-energize and refocus. Okay, so kind of giving that motivation piece, like even just a quick smell from the bottle is great. So focus and motivation. So I want to talk a little bit more too about effective use. Okay, so I talked about you're going to apply down the neck, across the forehead at the beginning of the day as you're gearing up for school and work. But the other thing I really want you to do is think about this. Now, whether you're new to essential oils or you have been using them in your home forever, or even just the last little bit, bottom line, you're consistent. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm sorry. This is like the perfect example. So aromatically, 5 to 10 drops in your diffuser. You're going to refill this throughout the day. You're going to be consistently adding to this, switching it up, things like that, okay? Inhale from the bottle, as I said. Or you can add a few drops to the clothing. You can get your kiddo or yourself like a really cool diffuser necklace or bracelet. My kids have the woven diffuser bracelets, so I will be getting those back into their routine where they're wearing them and putting oils on them, and they can just kind of, while they're working, give it a nice smell. But you're going to want to do this throughout the day. And then topically applying to the forehead, under the nose, the back of the neck. And funny enough, for me, I'll apply some to the roof of my mouth. And I know it seems weird, but it's so absorbent, and just like 1 drop of peppermint to the roof of my mouth, it is so energizing, and it gets me like back out of that mental fog, that fatigue feeling. I'm getting switched back in. So I'm just going to make it quick this morning. Focus and motivation. We need this so bad. Okay. Go in, whether you can, if you haven't enrolled yet and you haven't gotten started in your wellness journey, now's the time. Grab these 3. So you've got your Motivate, your In Tune, and your Thinker. Get them in your life right now. Okay. If you are like curious to learn more about these, please send me a message. I'd be happy to share more. Before we wrap, I just want to call out one main difference that is important. Is this In Tune roller is an undiluted roller. So there's no coconut oil in this roller. So when you are applying it on your kiddos, make sure that you are diluting it. So what I like to do is I have a little pumper, just a tiny little one in the kitchen, and I'll probably put it in their school area. I point this way because that's our living room, so that they have it there, and I'll just put a little bit on, and then I'll apply my oil. Or you can take this, pop the top, which is so easy to do. You can grab that ring right there, pop it off, make a double roller, okay? And so then you just pump some coconut oil right in there, and you've got a diluted roller. The rest of these rollers I showed you are diluted. They're part of the Touch series, and the kids' collection is always diluted. So, what are you walking away with today? We need support. We are overburdened with things to shift, to transition, to manage, and we need this support. So, you're going to get a diffuser for your kids' workspace. You're going to grab some of these focus and motivation oils for yourself and your kiddos. And then you're going to go into this schooling from home situation with confidence. Okay. Now, if you aren't doing the school from home and you're actually homeschooling, then grab these too, because everyone's going to need them. There's so much going on. You are carrying such a big burden of mom and dad life, helping them with their education, helping them with their social emotional learning, being their friend, and being their parent. It's hard. And that's just this side. And then we've got work. You guys, I'm here for you. I am feeling this with you. So let's get us some support and let's head into this with the best tools that we possibly can.